Well, what's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from September 23rd, 2020, that took place in Jacksonville, Florida, at Daly's Place, with your commentators Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and good old Jim Ross. Um, I just want to, first off, by saying I am very upset earlier today, when it comes to the whole system of StreamYard. Not the full Mr. Weekend J21. It was something that I thought also pertains to StreamYard. I thought it was something that StreamYard was having issues for my end, but apparently it was my end where I didn't refresh and I restart my phone to fix the problem, and I ended up missing live reactions along with the panel to do where it pertains to doing the whole thing with Victory Road 2020. It was ridiculous, pretty ridiculous. But I still watched the show. I still end up being in the chat room. Pertains to the rest of everyone that also that tuned in the show in the chat room, the chat along. And what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna be doing two reviews as quickly as I can. I'm gonna try to do so I can, and basically, first one I'm gonna get out of the way is this one because I'm late to do this review, just like retains to other review for AEW as well. Which I'll do that tomorrow night. For tomorrow, I'll be doing that. Hopefully, by the time I get home, hopefully, or I'm pretty sure I will. Just let you know, I will do one tomorrow before the show itself for to AEW Dynamite. But yeah, this will be our one first, for a chance to cover what happened on the show here, and then I'll be able to do Impact Wrestling, chance to happen, today, earlier today, I meant to say, earlier tonight, to say the least. With that being said, let's get right in. But before we do, if this is the first time you're experiencing your Natural Born Thriller right here on YouTube, on this very platform here, please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you like what I do here, hit that like button. If you dislike what I'm about to do here, hit the dislike button. By the way, thank you for joining me, for viewing me, spending your time day and night to experience your truly Natural Born Thriller right here on YouTube as I get ready to give you this All Elite Wrestling review, where it's giving you AEW Dynamite results from September 23rd, 2020. And a lot has changed here on the show too, folks, where it to what happened lately, which I'll get to when I get to it. First, I want to say that AEW, I think I missed it because I didn't get a chance to watch it from the beginning. But they show a graphic of Road Warrior Animal, who unfortunately passed away. And rest in peace to Road Warrior Animal. He's now up in the heavens with his tag team partner, Road Warrior Hawk. The Road Warriors, Legion of Doom, can rest in peace together finally. They are the tag team champions in heaven. So, rest in peace to them. But the show opened up with Kip Sabian, and before making their way to the ring, as the super bad Kip Sabian is teaming up with the best man, Miro, in this tag team match against the Concrete Rose, Sonny Kid, and the bad boy, Joy Janela. Now, let me just say this about this match. Miro in this match looked pretty good. Pertains to his presence, his physique, and his performance until some sloppiness and botchiness happened in the match, and it all felt flat. It is on his face in a way, and it was just a terrible day before Miro. Not to his fault. But hopefully he'll do better next time. But yeah, there you go. Miro got hurt a little bit in the match, but he ends up being okay afterwards. But Miro and Kip Sabian did win the match. Also, by looks, Kip Sabian looked like he got hurt too. But yeah, this match was a mess, folks. I tried to defend it in a way, but at looking back at it, yeah, it wasn't. It was not the best match, obviously. And it was not a decent solid match. The match was terrible. It was trash. And I feel bad for Miro for that too. This is Miro's in-ring debut on All Elite wrestling ring, and will be done, unfortunately. But so as they go to the back, all of a sudden, Eddie Kingston shows up. Basically, just passed by him. And I said, "What's this all about?" And I didn't hear about what happened with Archer, which is why Eddie Kingston came out there and basically cut a promo about how he's not this is saying there will not be any 6-man tag team match going on. There'll be a world championship match going on because he never lost. Never got eliminated from the Casino Battle Royale from All Out. So he basically calls out John Moxley, who sold his soul to the land of sports entertainment. Also, he also said something about keep the hard camera on me. Do not switch it and everything. Do not go to camera 1, camera 2, camera whatever and everything. Just keep the camera on me. And I love that he did that too, because who does type of things. Tends to go to this camera angle or go that camera angle. You having a seizure and all that. WWE. Basically, Eddie Kingston was to WWE multiple times in his promo, where he's challenging John Moxley for the title on the show here. So John Moxley comes out, they confront each other. Moxley and Kingston were about to go have at it, but then also Paul was they didn't get to touch each other yet. Just to get physical. So we're gonna get this match instead. And why I got this match instead of getting the Superman tag match that was supposed to be John Moxley, Will Hobbs, and Darby Allin versus Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, and and Archer, obviously. Archer, unfortunately, he got close to someone who had COVID-19, so had to keep himself quarantined for the time being. Now I don't know if he's gonna be coming back tomorrow night on AEW, or is he gonna be coming back in next week on AEW, because next week is supposed to be the 1 year anniversary for AEW Dynamite, where it tends to John Moxley defend his title against Lance Archer, who quote unquote won the Battle Royale, all out. So we'll see, but I think he will, and I think he will show up tomorrow night, because 2 weeks are up. I'm pretty sure. And he's doing well. He's doing okay now. He's doing very well. The COVID-19 thing, when it to coming in contact with this whole COVID-19 thing, it does take 2 weeks time to to get better at it. So same thing happened with John Moxley too, and Lance Archer should be better either. But that's why the match has been changed. And it's unfortunate for Will Hobbs too, because Will Hobbs was going to be the main focus on the match too, because Will Hobbs was one of the homegrown talents in AEW. He's very good, and it's unfortunate that he didn't get a chance to wrestle on that night. But he ends up being on the show either way, which we'll get to when we get to it. We'll get that main event later. Kenny Omega comes out to be guest commentary with Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Jim Ross for this next match, which it was the Hangman, Adam Page, versus Evil Uno of the Dark Order. And the match happens. This was decent. At one point, Evil Uno told the Dark Order to leave because he wanted to do this on his own. And match itself, like I said, was decent. With the Hangman, Adam Page with the buckshot lariat. And there you go. That was it for that. And can make just a lead commentary to that, and that was it. Nothing to say about it, and there you go. We get to Tony Schiavone, who went to interview the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. Instead of having Young Bucks, we only got one of the Bucks, and that was Matt Jackson. And basically, Matt Jackson was say basically answering questions of you know Twitch runners ask questions and match actors answering them and all that pertains to what's going on with them lately, and then what's going on with the thing with FTR. Then also Matt Jackson asked Twitch Run for his phone, right? And then also he starts smashing his phone, and then gives it to him and pays him money, to I guess to prepare the screen whatever, and that was it. And we always Mike Jackson for whatever reason we didn't see Nick Jackson. Now he was there, but we didn't for a reason we didn't see Nick Jackson. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow night when I do my tomorrow mid afternoon when I get a chance to do it. To talk more about that too, but pertains to what's going on with Nick Jackson now, and also it concerned too pertains him being the elite as well. For a reason, he just show himself. I don't know why. I don't understand why, but I'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow. Tomorrow, when I do another review tomorrow for AEW. We're doing two results to feed to all you. One for Dark, and one for Dynamite. We'll do that tomorrow. We got let's see. Oh yeah, then we get to the AEW TNT Championship that featured the Exalt One, Mr. Brody Lee, defending his title against Freddie Squeeze, Orange Cassidy. Mr. Brody Lee has been according to the Dark Order. John Silver, was being a comedy actor in his whole match too. But the match itself between Brody Lee and Orange Cassidy was decent, solid at best. Obviously, Mr. Brody Lee was in the upper hand in the match because he was being dominant. I mean, the best man on the planet couldn't handle the Exalted One. And also we had some outside appearances too. Anyway, in the end, Mr. Brody Lee is to gain the win by with the Spring Lariat and retaining his AEW TNT Championship. After the match, I guess they're going to beat down more on Orange Cassidy. Also, we hear, well, first the lights goes on, and then the music plays. It's a real familiar music, and it ends up being return of Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes comes out, his entrance back and everything, his elaborate entrance way, and he's back in black with black hair. And Cody Rhodes comes out, he beats up the Dark Order, except for Mr. Brady, who is leaving, and basically feeding the wolves to Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes, bury the wolves, of the Dark Order. So Cody Rhodes is back, and he's back to bury people again. And I'm sure some people could have a problem with that too, because for whatever reason they hate Cody Rhodes. So we got Dasha Gonzalez. She was I believe she was gonna interview Brody Lee. But then I guess Brody didn't want to have any of it. So he's six the Anna Jay after Dasha Gonzalez get her out of there, and Brody Lee gives a promo, a very furious promo towards Cody Rhodes, saying that Cody has been gone for 5 weeks while he's been here working, doing what he's got to do. Saying what kind of man asks another man to do his own work? Asks, what if he saw what he did to his brother, and then saw what Anna Jay did to Randy Rose, and basically talk about his posts on Instagram and all that, and all of a sudden he wants to issue a challenge to Cody Rhodes because by saying and he had a dog collar, by the way, a dog collar. And I was told, oh wait a minute, are we gonna have a dog collar match between Mr. Burley and Cody Rhodes? So you see, issuing a challenge to the coward Cody Rhodes to a dog match that he has to answer. Is he gonna accept? Either he accepts, which makes him a man, but if he doesn't accept, then he's a coward. So we that one. Yeah, as far as the promo was, pretty damn good promo from Brody Lee because he's a very good talker, and he was fired up with his promo, and I thought that was great. So there you go. Matt Hardy and Private Party, they come out to address what happened with Matt Hardy being attacked. I'm saying to myself, why is Matt Hardy there? I thought he was going to take time off. Then he's going to take time off, and yet here he is again, once again, talking and being there where he's supposed to be home resting. But he's trying to find out what's going on with this whole thing of attacked him. And basically he calls Chris Jericho as the one to attack him. So Chris Jericho and the Inner Circle came out, and basically Jericho says to Matt Hardy that you know you're the reason why you're the reason why what happened to the Sammy Guevara and everything, right? Like he never come back again, and he's like, it's like he is back, and then yeah, Guevara is now back. That's time we know Sammy Guevara was at All Out when he was matching Matt Hardy. Now, at least with Sammy Guevara, he was gone, because to recover from his injuries, All Out. Matt Hardy, on the other hand, still there, who's supposed to be home resting from his injuries. But Jericho says, that he has nothing to do with Matt Hardy, and if it was him, he would have done it face to face, not like a coward to attack people from behind and everything. So he got Hardy. He wants to get his hands on Jericho, but Mark Quinn decides to stop him and says that apparently he's not clear to do anything right now, but he is. And also, in QT Marsh, I mean not QT Marsh, Isaiah Cassidy, say Isaiah Cassidy gets the microphone, and basically he wants to challenge Chris Jericho, and says that what if alleged Chris Jericho loses to 23-year-old Brooklyn kid who's gonna make the Champion's bitch. Basically, Jericho's gonna become from a champion to Isaiah Cassidy's La Champion bitch. That's basically what it was. And there you go. The segment itself, it was alright. It was decent. I wasn't that much into it, but there you go. Not much to say about that. The match was made between Jericho and Isaiah Cassidy, which I will discuss that tomorrow when I do my review. So tune in for that one. Tony Schiavone, he interviews FTR and Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard says that every week there are thousands of new fans that get a chance to see the greatest tag team in the world for the first time, which is FTR, because they got tag belts to prove it. Tully says that he had the rules changed to make tag team title matches on TV to 20-minute time limits, and they are going to pick their opponents. So the opponents they're going to be choosing is SCU from the next AEW Dynamite, which I will do again. I'll review that tomorrow. We'll discuss that too. And Tully says if the team doesn't beat FTR, then FTR gets the win. Basically, if 20 minutes runs out, FTR gets the win. So there you go. Dax Harwood says that who the next challengers will be after that. After they beat FCU, and they call best friends backyard wrestlers, which brings them out. So Trent challenged them. Basically challenged FTR and everything. FTR at first agreed to it, challenged them, and then it's like, but instead we're not going to, because I just had a match against Center Ortiz, like that whole up brawl thing. So we're not gonna do that. You my friend, you guys at 100%, and there you go. And that's another thing. Our chance to the FTR being on the great teams, because they want to face them head on, make sure they're 100% instead of not 100%, because it'll be too easy win for them. So, yeah, that was nice of FTR here. They're not being cowards most of them. They're not being heels. They're running away from a fight. So there you go. So yeah, it was decent. The whole thing with FTR and best friends thing that they did, and all top of what they're doing too. So Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida, the women's champions. Thunder Rosa for NWA and Hikaru Shida for AEW. They went up against Elise and Diamante. Match itself, it was decent. And in the end, it was Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa win the match. And that's it. No, nothing to say about the match. Um, it wasn't great. It wasn't good. I thought it was decent. Obviously, there's a lot of controversy going on with Thunder Rosa and Elise from the last encounter. And this match was a result of why the match was great or wasn't even built in a way that were that was gonna put both teams over, but it was something to get out of the way, and basically I blame Evilise for this. Apparently, she still has not yet to control behavior, and that's gonna be a big problem. If she doesn't cooperate and behave very goodly. I don't know what the issue is between with Lisa and Donna Rosa. I I didn't see any problem when they were working well with you before, but what the problem is, hopefully they'll at least try to work things out for the company itself. Because last thing we need is issues going on in world teams um everything that's going on in their personal lives could affect the AEW. That's not here or there. Oh yeah, okay. So Jericho accepts the challenge of Isaiah Cassidy, and by the way, Jericho's being interviewed by Dasha Gonzalez, and Jericho's again. He's accepting the challenge for for Isaiah Cassidy for Chris Jericho. Which again, I'll do a cover of that tomorrow on here. Also, Jeff walks up and says he can't believe what the little twerp said and everything, and they both started blowing each other smoke um from basically they both blow up smoke on each other's asses and everything, for the past few weeks and everything. Until they asked each other, so why'd you call me a loser? They both said at the same time, and eventually that was gonna come up, and it did. It was something that they couldn't ignore. So I'm glad they brought that up. So MJF says, I wasn't calling you a loser. I was calling the limo driver a loser. And Jericho said that he wasn't calling MJF a loser. He was calling Tony Schiavone a loser. And they started laughing and making fun of Schiavone and everything. And then they was like, saying to each other, "Oh, you're right." And so obviously it's really built to something, folks. I don't know what's going to be built up to. Maybe a match between Jericho and MJF. I don't know. Maybe if MJF's going to join with Jericho the rest of the inner circle, or MJF's going to bring his own faction, Dynasty, to go up against Inner Circle eventually. And maybe they're gonna have blood and guts match. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it'll lead to. I don't know how this going. I don't know what they're doing with this whole thing. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Impact Wrestling reference. But yeah, we have to wait and see that one. And finally, the main event for the AEW World Championship. John Moxley, the champion, versus Eddie Kingston. And this match was good. Fantastic match. Two brawlers going at each other and all that. Two of my all-time favorites in business. They were stiffing each other. They were going at each other and all that. This was a world championship main event that I was getting into and excited for, because both guys came from the same the same turf before they got in to mainstream wrestling, and they knocked out the park in my opinion there. Um, they did pretty good. The crowd enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure people at home enjoyed it too. And in the end, obviously, John Moxley ends up winning still the AEW World Champion. The way it was done no way they set the Eddie Kingston where John Moxley had the bulldog lock on, and Eddie Kingston then tap out. He didn't submit. He just passed out. So and Brian and referee Bryce Ransberg was the referee, and he called for the bell. And then once Moxley got the hole, all of a sudden Eddie Kingston quickly recuperate, and they realized the match was over. And all of a sudden, Eddie Kingston attacks Moxley, and Moxley started fighting back. We get the Lucha Bros coming to attack Moxley. We get to Will Hobbs coming out to the for come to the aid of Moxley, and he gets stopped by the Lucha Bros. Basically, the numbers thing was the best of them, and then the return of Darby Allin, the Enigma, and also out of nowhere, after he's making things even, all of a sudden Darby Allin comes out of nowhere and hits him with a absolute beautiful spear. Taking the breath out of Darby Allin. And then Taz comes out. And Ricky Starks, Eddie Kingston, the Lucha Bros, which probably Lucha Bros, for those who don't know, Penta L0M and Rey Phoenix. Taz and Ricky Starks all standing tall over Moxley, Will Hobbs, and Darby Allin to end the show. And the show itself, I thought it was a very good show. A very, minus the women's tag team match that, and minus the tag team match with Miro had with his day was a fortunate train wreck because of how it was done. Now I don't remember what was the overall rating I gave it when I did the live reactions with the panel, or on Mr. Ricky J 22 channel. But wherever it was, I'm pretty sure it was a positive one. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10, just for safety. The total amount wrestling for the show itself, for Only Wrestling review, for this Only Wrestling review, where it is give you 8 Dynamite results. I believe it's about 5 matches. Yes, 5 matches. Let me just double check. Yes, 5 matches. And there you go, folks. That's my review for All Elite Wrestling review for pertains to September 23rd, 2020 of giving you AEW Dynamite results. And like I said, thank you all for watching. Once again, if this is the first time you're experiencing yours truly right here on this platform, like with Born Thriller. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. For those supporters, if you like what I did here, hit the like button. For the here, just like what I did here, hit this button. By the way, thank you for joining me, viewing me, spending your time and day, day and night. It's with yours truly. As I give you this All Elite Wrestling review, which is for you AEW Dynamite results on September 23rd, 2020. So you all stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself everywhere going on in the world, wear your mask. With one another, God bless one another, live in peace and harmony for us all. I am out there for now for Isn't Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets, and tune in after this one because at this one I will give you Impact Wrestling review that happened earlier tonight from October 2020. So take care.